Hey guys, my name is Jenn Carrasco. I am a serial entrepreneur, founder of many six-figure businesses. I am also a skincare creator, an IFBB pro athlete that is extremely passionate about helping entrepreneurs grow their business and, most importantly, helping you and everybody else to own their shit. Welcome to Own Your Shit, the podcast. This is the show where we stop the comparison cycle, we eliminate the need for a secret sauce, and realize that the faster we own the way we stand in our own way, the faster and shorter the route is to creating that life we all crave. So, with that being said, now let's own your own shit. What is up, guys? Welcome to Own Your Shit with Jenn Carrasco again. And just like every time I ask you, please rate, review, subscribe. But today I have another badass, another Apex member actually, but somebody I really look up to in the fitness industry. And the reason why is because he has paved his way completely different than a lot of other people. That I learn a lot with him, not just for fitness or nutrition, but a lot with business. And this is something that I feel that a lot of fitness people lack, a lot of people that own gyms lack. They don't have the business savvy part to them. And if you want to run a company, it doesn't matter what type of company it is, you have to be business savvy. So I highly recommend everybody to go follow this man because he is amazing. But on top of that, I'm going to introduce him, Mr. Clint, and I'm going to let him give a rundown about what he is all about.
Wow, Jen, that was incredible. I've never had someone speak that highly of me, bringing me into a podcast. So thank you so much. That's amazing. You know, I told my team I was getting on this podcast. They were like, "Dude, we fucking love her," and I was like, "Yeah, me too. It's awesome." Because
say the F word.
I'm sorry. Can I not curse on here?
What?
Can I curse on here? I'm sorry.
I really own your shit. I think.
No, it's and the big thing too is because your consistency in what you post, and you don't just pitch people, and you don't just. That's the biggest thing I see on Facebook and social media is like, "Come join my coaching program, and I'm gonna make you the best version of yourself." Well, why don't you just continue providing value to people, and people will just come to you.
Amen.
That's going to be one of the biggest things, and especially in my industry.
Yeah.
You know, they're going to show a lot of people. They jump to the conclusion because this is how they're trained and they're coached right through all these coaching academies, and they go through and they say, okay, hey, you're going to hit the DMs and you're going to DM 100 people a day, because I went through a coaching academy. I know exactly what this entails. And you're going to DM 100 people a day. You're going to ask them this script, and then you're going to try to get them on a phone call. Well, 15 other coaches are already doing that. So if you ever do that on Facebook through Apex, I'll tell you right now, you'll get blocked. And you'll never be heard of again, because one of my students, decided to go against my word and do that through Apex. He actually reached out to Ryan Stewman, which was funny. And I immediately messaged Ryan. I said, Ryan, I apologize. That's one of my students. He's like, don't apologize. You're getting my name out there. I appreciate you. That I was taken away by. I was like, okay, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
But first of all, thank you again. And guys, I'm the CEO and founder of Limitless Coaching. We specialize in hormone replacement therapy, meal prep, supplements, all delivered to our clients, our 6-month transformation programs. And we are partnered with some big names in the industry to be able to give you the wellness and the health with Chalmers, Matt Chalmers, if you guys have heard of him, to be able to give you any of the underlying health concerns, anything that we can't deal with. And I feel like that's really big when it comes to this.
I wanted to tell you, congrats about that, by the way. I saw that and I meant to message you that, and that's big. So I'm very proud of you. That's awesome.
Thank you so much. Yeah, we met at the Apex Live, and we had dinner together, and I spoke to him, and I've never met anybody in the world who's ever made me feel dumb before. But he is the smartest guy I've ever met, and he's massive. He's a big dude. He's not your regular doctor. And we were talking about hormone replacement therapy, and we were saying, about what the normal levels are. And like most doctors won't even treat you if you're like a 500 because he
Yep.
says you're in the range. He's like, dude, if my clients aren't 1,000, I mean, we're let's go on. Let's get on some HRT. And that's when I knew exactly. I was like, all right, I need you part of our program.
Yep. Awesome.
Um,
So what got you involved with what you're doing? Like, what was the pivotal point when you're like, I think that's my passion. That's what I need to do. That little click that comes into you, into your gut, into your brain, and you're like, that's it. That's what I'm gonna do. What was that moment?
Are you ready? You sitting out for this one? Okay.
Yeah.
So 2018, I competed in one of my last bodybuilding competitions. I walked off stage with a gold medal. My thyroid completely stopped working, gained 45 pounds. I went suicidal, put a gun to my head. I got addicted to cocaine because the doctors didn't know what was wrong with me. So I had to numb the pain somehow. I got kicked out of the military with a honorable discharge, thankfully. But for the next 3 years, until March of 2021, that's where I was addicted to drugs, doing drugs all the time, going to various jobs that I hated. And there was one turning point where I was with my ex, where she left me with her friends to go do drugs for 3 hours, came back like nothing happened. And then she said, let's go home, babe. And I said, I'm not going home with you. Like, are you kidding me? Do you know what you just did to me? It was that moment that I found my true self-worth.
Yeah.
And that I was going to show other people their true self-worth. So I got kicked out, all my stuff put outside. I was sleeping on a couch for 17 weeks while I was at my friend's house. At that time, I joined Apex. I spent my last $2,500. I got a website, was able to, go all in. Literally every single day I woke up at 4 a.m. from that couch, rolled over to the computer to see that I could build Limitless Coaching. And somehow, some way, I just knew it was going to work. I just believed in myself so much. I cut off all the toxic relationships. I cut off everybody in my life that had anything to do with drugs. And it was one of the hardest things I could have ever done. And I did 75 hard. So all of those things combined, I just tried to think about what was the best way that I could help people that other coaches weren't doing. Right. So I thought back in my mind, okay, maybe I can incorporate hormone replacement therapy. Right. I reached out to about 10 different companies, got denied by 9 of them. One of them accepted me. And I thought, man, what if I could include meal preps in my service and deliver them to them? So then I reached out to 10 or 20, I don't even remember. And one of them said, yeah, let's do it. I put in to be an athlete and they accepted me.
Nice.
And that's when I knew that I had a coaching that was not like the rest. And I realized the people that I truly wanted to work with. Because when I got into Apex and I started talking to people, what I do is very easy for me. I can wake up every day, go to the gym, be consistent, follow a nutrition plan. That's super easy for me. For other people, and you know this, it's the hardest thing in the world.
Yeah.
Like it's one of the hardest things for people to do because they know not to eat that donut, but they still do it anyway.
So question for you, and I don't mean to go off the subject, but
Yeah.
what is it you think that people do that for? Like, why do you think that? Because they know, okay, I shouldn't eat that, but I'm
Right.
just gonna fucking eat it anyway, right?
No.
Or just like for your instance, your own your shit moment, which is freaking huge, is I'm just gonna wake up and do the freaking work every single day and know that something's gonna happen. Why do you think that we're different?
I think we have a lot of limiting beliefs inside of us, things that happened to us in the past
Mhm,
that really reflect how we are now.
mhm.
I know that I did. And once I got all of those out, literally released them, and we really care what other people think about us way too much.
Absolutely. That's
You know,
why.
you always want to stick in the crowd.
Yep.
You always want to, like, if you go to pasta night, you gotta be a part of pasta night. You gotta be able to stick within people. When you go out to drink, you gotta have a drink. You gotta get fucked up. I started to say, I'm not doing any of that. My friends know I'm in bed by 9 p.m. I won't talk to them unless they wake up at 3:30 in the morning and you get a message.
Yeah.
That's just how I live my life. But it works for me.
Yeah.
The big thing that people need to understand that what I do is not going to work for them. You need to figure out what works for you.
Yeah.
If you want to wake up early, start waking up 15 minutes early. If you want to go to the gym, start going to the gym. Like this stuff is not rocket science. What people pay us for is not rocket science.
No, it's not.
The accountability in their life. They need a structured program, and we're able to provide that to them. I think that's one of the biggest things. Those limiting beliefs.
Yeah.
Infinite possibilities come to those who believe. That's what limitless means. And I truly think that you can do anything in this world. You can. If you want to run $1 million company, make it happen.
Yeah.
But you know your KPIs, your goals, how many sales you need to make, how many clients you need to make, which, I talk to business owners, they don't even know their numbers.
It's true.
It's sad. And people look at me because I just started and they're like, how do you have all this together? I didn't have all this together. Like when I started, I was on spreadsheets. I had no idea about any of this. I'm going to give a couple shout outs here right now. Sam, Marlon, and Alan Chapman. Those are all partners in my company. And they're the ones who taught me sales, marketing, and to never give up.
Mm-hmm.
They would look at my pipeline and be like, Clint, why didn't you call these leads? Yeah, I'll call them tomorrow. Boom, call them tomorrow. We get 4 sales. It's all about really putting in the work.
Yeah.
Like understanding that this isn't just going to happen for you.
Yeah. You have to do it.
You have to do it. Like you have to post consistently every single day. You have to provide value every single day. When people aren't getting sales or their company isn't growing, the first thing I say is, where are you posting your content? How many days are you posting? Are you being visible?
Yeah.
You're not. Nobody knows who you are, what the fuck you do. You could have the best product in the world, but if nobody knows who you are, then it doesn't matter.
So when you first started and you started, to expand, so I'm sure it was socially online, doing things like that. But did you reach out at first into your community? Did you start in the community first and then grow that and then expand more online?
Yeah. So are you talking about an Apex?
No, for you, yourself, your business.
So my big things, right? When I first joined Apex, it wasn't until I actually have it in Evernote. June 21st is when I made my first post. And then I just started consistently do that at the same time every single morning.
Yeah.
And it works because nobody knew who I was before. Nobody would even like my post. They'd be like, who is this? I talked to this guy on the phone yesterday who was an Apex. And he's like, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. When I first saw your post, I was like, who the fuck do you think this guy is?
Yeah.
And that's just because people don't know you.
Yeah.
Right. But then as they consistently read your content and they can go to my Facebook page and I have a pinned article on there, right, that I wrote 8 months ago that said I will be the number 1 online coaching in the world.
Yeah.
And it just tells my story. And it tells what I've been through. And you need to tell your story.
Yeah.
If nobody knows like about you, what you've been through, if you're human, you have problems. Like I did not come out of the womb with a 6-pack. It's just, it doesn't work like that. You need to put in the work every single day.
Yeah. So what would you give advice to uh someone who is opening their business, who's in the fitness industry? Because you and I are very similar as far as, we post fitness. I mean, I don't necessarily train people very much, but I do help when anybody asks me on proper nutrition. I'm always going to go over and beyond. But where do you think you can help somebody to create their niche in the fitness community? Because it is overwhelmed, right? There is so many people in the fitness industry. So how do you find your perfect niche with getting in there? I mean, what's your suggestion? Just get on there and just start doing it and figure it out.
Who do you want to help, right? Are you a mom? Have you been through things where you had a kid and now you're in the best shape of your life and you can teach other moms to do that? Are you working a busy job and you are an entrepreneur, so you understand how that is? You know what people go through? I think that's the best way for you to pick who you want to work with. Like if you're in college, you can probably work with some college women or men that understand the grind of going to college.
Yeah.
Right? I picked entrepreneurs and I picked CEOs and executives because I know what it's like to be in that position and to be able to time block your day accordingly and be able to get your workout in and be able to set up a workout for you, be able to structure your nutrition plan. Like all of those things that you need to do that a CEO and executive does not care about, to be honest with you, right?
Yep.
This book right here. Oh, you can't see it. It says How to Make It Happen by Sean Whalen. There you go.
Yes. Yes.
I've been reading this book and it talks about just If you want to start, right, find a friend to go to the gym with and then just do exactly what he does. Eat exactly how he does. If you want to start, right, and you haven't started yet. Or hire a coach and hire a trainer, because you
Yes.
are going to save so much time and money and energy. And it's going to be a big investment up front. But you're going to
Absolutely.
look back 6 months later and you're going to be like, that was the best investment I've ever made in my life.
Absolutely. So I'll tell you a little bit on my story when I first started. So I got into fitness because I was overweight with my son.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wanted to lose weight. So I was Miss Cardio Queen, right? That's all I did. I didn't know any better. And I
Yeah.
didn't want to go work out where the guys work out because it was intimidating, right?
Yeah.
That's not what I wanted. And so I would go in the girls section, kind of do my little thing, not knowing what the hell I was even doing,
Right.
right? And so finally I hired a coach.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I really truly learned everything.
Yeah.
And from then on, that's what, started my fitness journey. And it was funny. It's like today I went to the gym this morning and I was doing calves next to this other guy and we're doing the same weight. And so he puts on more weight, right?
Yeah.
And then when I'm done with my rep, I put on more weight and then he puts on more weight. And I'm thinking to myself, I remember the girl that I used to be who was
Yeah.
so frightened. And now I'm like,
Now you're competing with
I
guys.
can do more weight than you can.
I
But
love it.
it's where it starts. And that's why it's so important is everybody needs to hire a coach.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not even just in fitness. Like if you want to speak, you need to hire a speaking coach.
Yeah.
If you want to excel in your business at a certain level, like for me, for instance, I'm an EOS coach, right? A lot of people don't know how to implement structure in their companies to grow.
Yep.
And they miss all of that. And your company doesn't grow to where you're actually working in the business and not on the business.
Right.
And that's huge.
Right.
And so I'm glad, like when we first started, before we hopped on the podcast, you talked about that a lot and you
Mm.
seem really passionate about it. So my question to you is your new endeavor maybe eventually going to be helping people to actually own their shit with owning their online businesses?
It is. Yeah.
Fitness?
22. We're looking to board 200 coaches into our consulting.
Nice.
So I did 15 coaches this year, right? I taught 15 coaches how to be an online coach, systems and processes. The new thing, what we're doing is we're giving you a fully customized CRM. So it's an
Nice.
$8,000 product from high level that we are going to customize for you. I'm talking about emails, automations, everything you could possibly think of that I use that could truly help you. Because when I got a CRM, your follow-up, your client delivery, your timing, everything that you can do is increased. I can beat anybody and everyone in being one click of a button to be able to send 5 different things at one time.
Yeah, I
And
like it.
that your LTV of your client is really big, right? Your lifetime value. In 48 hours of a sale, when somebody pays me money, they immediately have their supplements ordered, their HIPAA form consultation set over. They already have their meals. And I have sent shipping updates with everything to their text messages, right to them. So immediately they have an onboarding survey sent over. They fill out the survey. They feel like they're a part of something. Like
Yeah.
when I talk to people and they pay you a lot of money, and I'm not going to say any names, but there's some coaches that and I know that do this. And they don't talk to them for a whole week and they don't even know what's going on. They have nothing to look forward to. Because if somebody pays you a lot of money, make sure they're known. Make sure that, they expect something, to be a part of something. Like I want people to know that you're part of the Limitless family now, and you're going to be the most elite version of yourself in the next 6 months. And I hope you can't wait.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. You're gonna do awesome, Clint.
I appreciate you. Because
Yeah.
I'm kind of like people with you. I mean, it's that you have to surround yourself with like-minded people, right?
But the thing is there's a lot of people that are just starting, and this is not. I'm gonna go on the coaches aspect right now, not as a client, but as a
Yeah.
coaches aspect. Just starting off in this fitness industry, you're passionate about it, you love it, you know your protein, you know your supplements, you know everything you need to know, but in able to join a company that can help you launch something online, full platform, and learn from it, just like we learned from Apex, right? Building our machine. It's the same concept for them. And hands down, like I would have done that in a heartbeat when I first started, when I did any online coaching,
Yeah.
because you don't know what the hell you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
to be able to have that platform and get the knowledge behind that, that is golden.
Yeah, there's a lot of so there's a lot of coaching services out there, right? I've done a lot of research to see what people offer, and it's pretty much like this. Hey, here's my free, or here's my Facebook group that you get, a part of. Cool. And then there's 700 people in here, and then you're going to get access to this different training, right? You have a login and ID, and then you're going to have 700 modules that you go through, and then good luck to you. And then if you have a question, just ask in the Facebook group. I have somebody from my team that's going to help you out.
Yep.
I think that's absolutely crazy, because for you to learn and for you to level up, you need to have one-on-one support, right? So
Yep.
we can do weekly Zoom meetings where we go over your systems and processes, your marketing, your client delivery, everything you need to know if you want to build a business, an LLC, everything that I learned over the last 9 months, that I'm going to take away all that time that you don't have to worry about, so that after the next 4 weeks, and I'm not going to tell you, you're not going to make 10K after your first 4 weeks. I'm not going to lie to you, because it took me 2 months to get me my first client. But I can tell you this, with the systems and process I give you, we have people get their first client after their first call,
Yeah.
because they're quick. They know exactly what to do. They know how to get them on the phone. They know how to go into a sales call. There's a lot of stuff that goes into this.
Yeah. And you have to be ongoing with your client. You can't leave them be. And it's just, I mean, I know that just from the skin industry. Like if I do a treatment, the next day I'm messaging them, how is your skin?
Yes.
What's going on, any complications, any irritations, like constantly being on them, because people like people they can resonate with. They
Oh, yeah.
want, they don't want, they want like not just necessarily a friend, but somebody they can connect with. So if
Exactly.
you have that connection with them, they know, like, and trust you. And to be honest with you, if I were to tell my clients to go rub dog poop on their face because it's going to help, they're going to go do it in a heartbeat because I said so. Right. And I don't recommend doing that. But just saying, but that's what you get.
Right.
You grow that and it becomes a family and a friendship. And that is where you get your loyalty from. And that's where you grow your businesses from, always doing the right thing to people.
I agree 100%. Yeah,
Yeah.
most of my clients and me, we're way more. We're all friends.
Yeah.
They talk to me about their kids, their family, what's going on, when they're going to be in Tampa, I want to see you, whatever it might be.
Yeah.
And it's the simple thing that, like, fitness and nutrition and mindset is just one part of it.
Yeah.
But you are changing their lives in all areas of their lives, and you don't even know it. Their relationships, their business, like, you feel good, look good, do good.
Yeah.
That's true.
Where are you
Like,
located at? Are you in Tampa?
I'm in Tampa, Florida.
Oh, I wish I knew that. I was just out there.
Were you?
Yeah. I was doing a
Oh,
training.
you were here for the event.
No, I was out doing a training. I wasn't with Stacy. I was
You
doing
saw
a
her chasing.
training for tattoo removal. I was out there with
Oh,
a couple
yeah.
girls.
Let me
Yeah.
know next time you come
Yeah,
over.
I'll let you know. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that. Small world. Now I know. Yeah.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, I don't have a lot of friends here, so definitely
Yeah.
let me know. Let me know when you come.
I don't have a lot of friends anywhere anyway. So yeah. No.
I think we talked about that one time. We keep our circle super small.
So okay, so we're with First Form, which I love.
Yeah.
When did that start?
That started 5 months ago, I believe.
Okay,
Um,
nice.
we
Nice.
became a Legionnaire with them, and now we're able to send over. So we like to send them over level 1 protein, Opti Greens for their gut health and gut
Yep.
flora, pre and probiotics, and then their microfactor for a multivitamin. We were sending over pre-workout, but we were like, let's just send them Opti Greens, because nobody understands about gut health at all.
No.
Like,
And just FYI, if you guys get OptiGreens, start with a half a scoop first because you'll be on the toilet, but it's phenomenal.
it's very true, because
That is my regulatory. Too
yeah, it will make you, yeah,
much.
right away. But ever since I started taking a morning digestion cocktail, which is aloe vera juice, lemon juice, apple cider vinegar, and Opti Greens,
That's a great idea.
digestion has never been better.
Yeah.
And I did it because when I was in prep, I couldn't get bloated.
Yeah. No, you can't.
So I would take it every single morning, because my coach had me on, those high carb days with like massive cereal and all this other stuff. And I was like, you need to start taking this every morning. I was like, okay. Now it's just part of my morning routine. Like right when I wake up in the morning, I make this drink and it tastes horrible, but it also wakes you up in the morning.
Oh yeah. The apple cider vinegar and lemon is phenomenal for you in the morning too. So
Yeah. Isn't it really good for your face too? For your
yeah.
skin?
Yeah. So it's funny that you say that. I'm in the midst right now of making a different skincare line
Yeah.
that is literally going to be like 21-day use.
Whatever
Very,
I
very
can
like
get how
organic.
your skin is, just let me know.
Yeah. I've been doing it for 23 years. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. Girl's gonna be 43 this year.
43?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Wow. Ladies, gentlemen, take advice. Never
I'm
s-
telling you, it's nutrition.
Yeah.
Number one. Number one, nutrition. I don't care what the fuck you put on your skin, it comes to nutrition.
Yeah.
And it's funny, I can look at people's faces automatically and I know exactly what they're using or what they're intaking. Like I can see like blackheads or I can see where they're at on the face or the pustules. And I'm like, no cheese, no dairy, no, like
Wow.
just on them. And they're like, well, and I'm like, well, milk and dairy, this is what it causes. I mean, I can tell if somebody's an alcoholic, if they're drinking a lot, where it's coming, what type of drink they're drinking, of
Right.
how it's reacting on the face. I mean, it's crazy what you can see, but it's just from doing it as long as I've been doing it.
I tell people like your skin will immediately clear up when you stop drinking, start eating right, and
Absolutely.
you're gonna feel 100 times better.
Absolutely. So, getting back to you, sorry, we're on a rampage. So, you've already, I feel like, given me your own your shit moment because I always ask everybody when you come here, I want to know as well as everybody else, what is that moment that you were like, fuck, I had to own my shit? Was
That
that the moment?
that was definitely the moment
Okay.
where I was like, and I would have my friends tell me too that were like, "Hey, Clint, you're not doing anything with your life." But
Yeah.
really, I thought I was. I would wake up at 11 o'clock in the morning. I'd roll around bed. My ex would go to work. I would hop on the computer, do like an hour of work. I'd go to the gym. I'd come back. By the time I see it's like 5 o'clock, I'm like, "Oh, sweet, day's over." That's why I was only making $3,000 a month with like 5 clients, 6 clients, whatever it might be.
Yeah.
And I just realized that like if I want to be the number one online coaching in the world, I'm going to have to do things that others don't.
Yep.
Right? I'm going to have to miss out on the parties. I'm going to have to stay in. I'm going to have to get these deadlines done. We launch specials, whatever it might be, because everything is on an online platform. So a lot of my work is what you see right here. Like I'm in front of this computer a lot of the day. And it's just to make sure that my clients at all times, if we have somebody traveling, I can move around their workout. I can add a workout. I can add their nutrition if they need to change it. If there are any changes at all, we're able to do it from our computer.
Yeah.
But also pipeline management, following up the leads, understanding the sales. How does it work? How do you, I'm always listening to podcasts all day long, just trying to learn more and more. Read about 15 books
Mhm.
last year. We're going to make that 30 this year. I have a lot of goals and things that I want to do to be able to help other people. I
Yeah.
feel like I have a story of overcoming addiction that I think a lot of people could hear.
I think you need to put that out more.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, I would say so. I talk about the addiction factor, but I kind of, I don't know what it was. I think one person told me to stay away from it and just focus on your wins. But I
Mm.
think I should tell that story a little bit more often.
People want to know you. They want to know what you're about, where you came from, how you evolved to what you are.
Right.
And then they're going to want to do business with you because they're going to really know you and they're going to really like you and trust you, right?
Right.
Um, I felt like when I started opening up more and talking about my past and talking about even things that are going on in my life, that
Mhm.
people have reached out to me and they say, wow, that's happening to me too.
Yeah.
How do you deal with it? And how do you, and then you create that. And it's not so much that, it's a fulfillment, I think, even in ourselves, that it's our duty to help.
Yeah.
Even if it's, I'm not saying being a whiny bitch like people do on social media, but actually being genuine, like a year from now, this is where I was, this was what happening. And now I'm here and now I want to help and now I'm doing this. And I
Right.
just, because I do think that you really have that drive to help people. And I think fitness people right now is crucial. People are online. You can help so many people become what they want to be online and even be backing you up online as a team. I see so much potential. It's just, yeah, I mean, I'm proud of you. I'm proud
Uh,
that you that day decided that you are number one.
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the best and the hardest decision of my life for sure. But I look back now and it's honestly crazy to think of what I used to do. Like I used to fucking party. Like I'm talking about 8 balls, cocaine till 8 a.m. You know, people see me now and they're just like, you're changed, you're different. Like, yes, 100% I'm different because I remember what it was like to have $6 to my name, sleep on that couch, and I never want to fucking go back there ever again, ever. And if I don't, I'm never gonna touch another drug in my life. I might not even drink. I've been sober for 10, 11 months now.
Mhm.
And it's the simple fact that I think back to where I was. But now I can go out and have it, like not have a drink, but be around people that have drinks and people can do drugs in front of me. And I wouldn't even care because I know that we
Yeah.
have clients to take care of. I know what this company is going to do. And I want to see this take off.
Oh, you will. So I'm excited. So this year,
Hmm.
what is your I'm not for New Year's resolutions. I think they're BS because I think everybody has an opportunity to do something every day. But in all reality, we still think of what we're going to do for the whole next year. So what
Great.
in what do you want or what are you going to make happen this year?
I will. Sorry, my CO. This year. Wow. Let's see. So personal and business goals, right? So personal wise, I want to speak on 10 stages. I
Nice.
want to be able to tell my story even more. I want to be able to get my credit up to a 740. Um, Anybody that doesn't know me, I'm about $74,000 in debt from credit cards and stupid shit that I did when I was in the military. So we're working on that with a lot of good people in Apex, Kevin Faulkner, Jose Rodriguez, great people. Um, for you know what, you asked me this question. I have this actually. I should have knew you're gonna do it. Let me pull it up for you. Limitless, we're gonna do 1 million by this time next year. But actually, I talked to my team. And they said that's a little low, so they said let's shoot for 1.5 to 2 million. We'll have about $250,000 in working capital and business credit once we do get that credit, where we need it to be.
Mhm.
If people don't know about American Express, if you have a 740 credit score, you can open up 6 accounts with American Express for your business credit. You can get up to $250,000. So if anybody listens to this and you haven't done that yet, do it. Because if you can leverage that money off your business and use the points and the flights and everything else that I didn't know about credit, 100% do it.
Yep.
Facebook and IG verification, have a full team of coaches, including dietitian, nutritionists, and specialized training. And then I want to read twice the amount of books, complete the full Live Hard program, want my dream car, which is a GTR R spec, and then donate to 4x more charitable organizations that we did this
Nice.
year.
Nice. So
But as we keep growing, I just want to give back as much as I can.
yeah.
That's like I made a lot of money this year and I realized that like I don't need a lot of money. I don't. I live off like the lowest of the low. And I want to invest in crypto and then real estate. And then I want to see my portfolio grow. I could care less about the instant gratifications of nice shoes and nice buckles or whatever people cars. That doesn't matter to me.
Yeah. Yeah. So how do you break down your goals to make sure that you achieve them? Do you break them down quarterly? Like you want them done by certain dates?
So we actually have our big meeting coming up next week, right? So we have a 4 a.m. operations meeting pretty much every Monday and
Mhm.
Friday.
Mhm.
And that's just to know that, okay, where are we? What are we going to be running? How are we going to get there? What's our next steps? What are our KPIs, right? How many sales do we need to make? Do we need to make 2 sales per day to do 100K per month or 150K per month? When are we going to bring on another coach? When is Clint getting too stressed out for, currently I have 126 clients. That's a lot of people.
That's a lot.
So I talked to my team. I was like, hey guys, there's going to be a point, like probably in like February, March, where we're going to bring on another coach.
Yeah.
But you got to think about too, like, this is my baby. I don't want to bring on another coach, but you have to. Like, there's no way that you can run a company without bringing on a team. That's probably one of the scariest things of owning your own company, right? Is actually bringing somebody into your organization.
Have you read the book Traction?
Traction?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, you should read it. So I'm an EOS coach, which is from the book Traction, right?
Yeah.
And I always talk about in a lot of my things, entrepreneurs, we grab the vine, right? Say we're falling off a cliff, we grab a vine and we look up and we're like, is there anybody there to help us, right? And then God speaking above, right? Like, just let go of the vine and we'll help you.
Oh,
And
boy.
as an entrepreneur, we're like, is there anybody else up there? Because we don't want to let go, right?
Yeah.
But we have to. We have to in order to grow. We have to delegate and elevate. That's what I call it.
I love that. Delegate and elevate.
Yep.
Hell yeah. And it's also, who do you delegate to, right? What positions do you need in your business?
Yeah.
That's big. And that's what you guys do. You show, I'm sure you're like, hey, listen, you need these people, you need to hire these people. You come into a business, and how long is your training?
Gosh, I go in for a full day. So I go in one full day every month for 3 months.
Wow.
And then after the 3 months is over, we go into a quarterly session. And that's one day every quarter. And then I do yearly, I do a 2-day annual. So I get the team together for 2 days. But really, to be honest with you, I'm just like every other coach. They all have what they need. They all know what they need to have in the company.
Right.
I'm just the one that helps them find it.
Right. Right.
And helps them to understand the processes and procedures and the organization of a company.
Got it.
Because a lot of times, just like all of us, we work in our business constantly, and we're actually not pulling ourselves out and actually looking on the business going, okay, what the fuck am I doing to make this company work without me in it? And that's what a lot of people struggle with. And I see the growth in you as far as you are looking at, okay, what do I need to do now? What is my next step to work on the business and get other people in the business?
Yeah.
Because your company's at that point.
My biggest thing is like, I think finding somebody that's really good at sales, right? You need to know this company inside out. That's gonna be one of the biggest things. Like, because, and they also too, like, oh, Clint, I want to work with you and I only want to work with you. That's not gonna fly.
It can, but there's going to be a price tag on that.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
You want like personalized training from me.
Yeah.
We can do that, and it'll be this premium package.
Absolutely. Yeah.
There's a will, there's a way.
Amen. Amen, brother. Okay. So I don't want to take up more of your time. I feel like we've been talking a lot. But it's been great. Like, I
Amazing.
really enjoy this. So, anything you want to tell anybody that I haven't crossed over?
The one thing I could tell you guys is, if you want to do something, go do it. Don't let anybody tell you can't do something. I had a lot of people that wanted to see me fail, and now those people are asking me for jobs. So I'm telling you right now, just keep going every single day. It's going to be hard. People aren't going to like your stuff. People aren't going to view it. People aren't going to comment on it. Nobody's going to know who you are. That's normal, right? When you start out anything in life, nobody knows what you do. But as you continuously provide value every single day, you'll be known. And then pretty soon you'll be known in your industry, and you'll be that one person that people come to.
Yeah.
So just keep providing value without any instant gratification. You will grow.
Yep. And I am going to put all of your tags in here, Instagrams, Facebook, but you guys go follow, because definitely, like he's talking about right now, he gives nothing but value, and he'll go over things. He'll help you. Just even tidbits on nutrition, on business. Huge, huge nuggets. So I definitely encourage people to go and follow you. So thank you. Thank you for hanging with me.
Thank you so much, Jen. I appreciate it. And you guys can DM me too. Like I don't have VA's assistants or anything like that. Like I'm not going to send you to a number that texts and then it's not me. I don't have any of that cool stuff. So I'll answer your questions as much as I can. Anything I can do to help you grow is what I want to do.
Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Jen.
Have an amazing, amazing new year.
You too.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye, love. Well, guys, that's a wrap for another episode of Own Your Own Shit. Now that this is half the battle, owning your shit allows you the freedom to create something even better in your life. Getting out of your own way, it doesn't have to be lonely. Making sure to follow me for more advice. Follow me on every social media platform at Jenn Carrasco. My Instagram is Jenn Carrasco with 2 underscores. Find me on Facebook at the same name. And of course, share the episode with friends who need some help in the tough times and typically helping them to own their shit. So with that being said, see you guys next week.